Quick news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. Taliaferro. Please make sure you're following your boy on Instagram at itsmrtaliaferro. If you have to, I would greatly appreciate if you pause the video real quick, grab your phone or pause the video, then go over into another app in your phone, head over to Instagram, make sure you click that follow on my profile as Mr. Taliaferro. I really appreciate that. And the reason why we do that is because it's a way that I show businesses that I'm growing on platforms outside of YouTube. I know y'all show major love on YouTube, but I really would appreciate if y'all show me a little love on Instagram. Just trying to grow those numbers. And be clear, every time you watch a video of mine, I want you to know that I never take your support for granted. Any second that you give my video a view or anything revolving around me, any type of support, I never want you to think I take it for granted. In a video like today, I want to emphasize that because it's very important. It's very important that you know I never take your support for granted and never will. All right, we're going on to the latest episode of an Instagram influencer trying to blow the bag. We're going right back to B.Simone. If you remember, we talked about B.Simone on the platform last week. She had some very questionable comments about people protesting the killing of George Floyd by a white police officer. She pretty much, I'm summarizing here, she was saying that she's going to let God lead her in the midst of everything going on, and she really wasn't pro-protest. All right? Her friend Desi Banks was also not really for the protest, and obviously the looting that came with the protest, they were not for it. I guess black people were trying to just, you know, get B.Simone to understand the frustration that they're going through right now and let them know, like, yo, we've tried peaceful protests and they didn't work. And it looks like B.Simone was not as understanding of that. She said she's a Christian who's going to let God lead her. And again, to each his own. I'm not judging anyone. I don't cancel on my platform here. I want to say this, though. I've never liked when people take their fan bases for granted. I've never liked that whatsoever. B.Simone was doing an interview with Power 106, Nick Cannon specifically, which ironically is her boss over with Wild 'N Out. Nick Cannon also does radio. People don't know that, but Nick Cannon's actually pretty damn decent on radio. And he asked B.Simone about her infamous boyfriend, and does she have a boyfriend right now? And, you know, B.Simone responded with an answer that I'm guessing people are not too receptive of. She flat-foot said, whoever she ends up with, she's looking for a man. If she ever finds a man, he can't be a person that works a 9 to 5. He has to be an entrepreneur. Check it out.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
so
like, he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn, B.Simone.
I think entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you're making this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You know, he has to be an entrepreneur,
a business owner. He getting one of them stimulus packages from Donald Trump, one of them small business loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
Or moving into that direction.
Yeah.
Have my dream career, I manifested it. I'm trying to manifest a husband. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9 to 5. I get it. They work hard. I used to have a 9 to 5. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You work hard, you have money. I get it. I need an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle. It has nothing to do with money, everything to do with lifestyle. Okay? When I'm in the bed at 3 a.m. checking emails, what you doing, babe? Working. What you doing? Working. Okay, love you. You want to hop on a flight tomorrow? I have a meeting in out of town. You want to go? Okay, let's go. Okay, you understand my life. You understand what I'm going through. I want to manifest that. What do you want in a man? What do you want? Let's start there. What do you want? Let's manifest it, baby. You can have it. Whatever you want, you can have it. Manifest that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with an entrepreneur ass nigga. Manifest whatever you want. I want to manifest an entrepreneur ass husband. I don't care what you do. Entrepreneur.
So I like conversations like this because it allows me to not only give you guys the news, but give a little commentary, especially when I have life experiences with stuff. I love to give y'all commentary. If I don't have anything to add, I'll just leave it at that. But on this one hits home with me because I see both sides of the coin every day. Personally, I've never really loved people who go the route of crapping on people who work 9 to 5s. That's not my thing. Here, you want to know why? Because if you really understood what a 9 to 5 is, you wouldn't crap on it, all right? Be clear. Taliaferro talking here. I have a degree. If things don't work out in the direction I'm going with my own business and all that, I'm going and getting a quote unquote 9 to 5. I'm using my journalism degree, and just to be honest with you, I'm probably going back to ESPN. All right. There has been such a negative connotation spent with 9 to 5, because when you think 9 to 5, you think a bad job, and that doesn't have to be the case. People make hundreds of thousands of dollars working 9 to 5, and I never liked in general when people crap on people who work 9 to 5s. Be clear, I've worked a crap ton of 9 to 5s in my life. I'm 26 years old. I already had over 10 jobs. Yeah, get at me. Like, I've worked anywhere. My hometown of Memphis, Tennessee, before I moved, obviously I worked at the Nike factory. I worked at Five Guys Burgers and Fries over on Ridgeway. Everybody know where the Nike factory at. I worked on the one in East Memphis before it moved over in Frazier. I obviously worked at Backyard Burger as well. I've worked all around. William and Sonoma. I've worked like 4 or 5 warehouses in Memphis. I worked like 3 or 4 fast food jobs in Memphis as well. I've been around the block in regards to working 9 to 5s, quote unquote, in college. I worked like 3 or 4 work study jobs. I worked at a bowling alley. I did intramural sports. I refereed. I did scorekeeping. I mean, what do you want me to say? I've had like 9 or 10 jobs, and be clear, at every step, those jobs mattered to me. I never understood it. I never liked why people crap on people who work 9 to 5s. That's how you got to make it. For a lot of us, we got to come up that way. Like, I represent the 9 to 5. And this negative connotation behind 9 to 5, obviously, I hope that we can get better jobs. And I like people who move up in their fields and figure it out. So when we say 9 to 5, when I work 9 to 5, there's not a negative connotation. There are people all around this country that work 9 to 5s. They travel Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, out of office on Wednesday. Like, there's just a negative connotation with 9 to 5 because we put it there. And for so long, this system has had us having bad 9 to 5 jobs. But there are a lot of good 9 to 5 jobs around this country. Just a lot of us don't have them yet. We're trying to get there and obtain them. I've never understood why people crap on 9 to 5s. If something went wrong with this business, I'll be clear. 9 to 5, so what? My girlfriend, all right, my lady, she would quote unquote fall under the 9 to 5 category. I chose her. She chose me. We understand each other's lifestyle. I saw B.Simone say something about emails at 3 a.m, being on your phone. So I'm a reporter. My phone is always in my hand. I'm always checking the news. Does it bother my girlfriend from time to time? Absolutely. She complains about it, the time that we spend, but we still make it work. Because you want to know something? There's no such thing as dating an entrepreneur. There's no such thing that correlates dating an entrepreneur and that means that they're going to love you and not treat you bad. There's no correlation to that. My girlfriend is understanding of my career, and I'm very understanding of her career. It goes vice versa. We make it work no matter what. Just because somebody has a 9 to 5, that doesn't mean that they're going to love you any less or not understand your lifestyle. If people know what they signed up for, they know what they signed up for. I hear rappers all the time. Yeah, I need somebody that get my lifestyle. They got to be in the entertainment business. Yeah, I see a lot of people get dumped, divorced, and cheated on. Like, that doesn't mean anything because you date somebody in the entertainment field. I'd argue that there's probably a more likelihood, I would have to go look at some numbers, that you probably end up divorced if you get married with somebody in the entertainment field. Let's do the numbers on that one. Like, what's this notion that just dating somebody in the entertainment business guarantees you a lifestyle of understanding? People don't understand each other, both in the entertainment business. I've never understood that. But I will say this to some of you Instagram influencers. Y'all really blowing it. And I hate to be the person because I never like when people tell an athlete to shut up and dribble or an actor to shut up and act. But I got to say this. Some of you Instagram influencers need to shut up and influence with parody videos and whatever you're good at. Because B.Simone's come-up story is absolutely incredible. I champion her come-up story. It's a really great story. I might tell it one day on my platform. But in regards to her talking over the last few weeks, she's blowing it. Like, I look at what's going on right now with everybody's eyes glued to their phone. There are 40 million people unemployed right now. This is like a meet and greet for a lot of people. Some of you Instagram influencers that do parody videos and comedy skits and all that, now y'all trying to speak out about what y'all want and social injustices while a lot of people are upset, angry, and unemployed and broke right now. So frustrations are already a little high, and you come out and say certain things. We're getting to know who you really are right now. And this is a terrible first impression. All right, this is a terrible first impression for real. B.Simone needs a publicist, man, because some of her comments feel really uppity. All right, and I know a lot of people, I don't want to single B.Simone out, but she has to understand You know, she's on the other side of it. People look at her as a successful person, not only come up, but as a success story. And she has to understand that people are going to look at her and be like, yo, you sound like you're speaking down on people. Everything she said over the last week or two has a I'm better than you undertone to it. And it shouldn't be that way. Be clear. Nothing is wrong with 9 to 5s. I will probably walk into a corporation at some point in the future and go get that 9 to 5 bag too. We have to change the stigma around what the jobs black people get from 9 to 5. That's what that's about. Doesn't mean if you get an entrepreneur, they're going to love you any more than anyone else that works certain jobs. Change the stigma around 9 to 5s. That's the problem. Here's a quick news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. Taliaferro. I'm out.